Welcome back to the channel, Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the official reveal of the Warhammer 40,000 Christmas Battle Forces. Praise the Emperor this Christmas with 8 incredible boxes. So not only are we going to take a look at the contents inside each of the boxes, but we went through, broke down all the prices, so we're able to tell you exactly what the savings are on each of these boxes as well. And the average savings right around 40%. So we went ahead and not only did the actual breakdown of what's in each one of these boxes, but figured out the MSRP and comparison essentially to see what the savings and total value of each of these boxes are. We're going to go ahead and assume that they're going to be coming in somewhere around 199 US dollars. Typically it's been what they are in the past. Right around that point, Games Workshop really has been pricing stuff lately. Could be 195. Could be over 200. It is always a possibility, but it looks like they're going to be right at 200. So somehow it's happened again. Christmas is nearly here. It's time for the greatest gift possible: Yuletide cheer and festive spirit. Or even better, massive Battleforce boxes full of Warhammer 40,000 goodies. And if you are into this video, if you enjoy the breakdown and the work that we put in ahead of time, if you're into reactions, reviews, and news, or even painting, modeling, conversion tutorials, make sure to like and subscribe. We put out daily videos for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, Horus Heresy, pretty much any of the Games Workshop games. There'll be a similar video like this coming for Warhammer Fantasy or Age of Sigmar as well, with all the breakdowns, values, and all that good stuff. So just the overview, we see Imperial Fists, we see the Raven Guard, we see Adeptus Sororitas, Adeptus Custodes, Adeptus Mechanicus, and then we see Imperial Knights, we see Thousand Sons, and we see Death Guard. And right off the bat, I gotta say, super cool to see a big box with a knight in it, and then also big boxes with Primarchs in them. And then in the age of special characters, where they're obviously phenomenal, every single one of these boxes has a special character in them as well, which is really cool because obviously special characters include relics that you don't necessarily have to pay for. They have cool warlord traits, etc. And, you know, right now there's definitely some hero hammer going on. So seeing a special character in every box, seeing a Primarch in 2 of the Chaos boxes, pretty freaking awesome in my opinion. And again, just a spoiler for the value, it's definitely there on these. So Adeptus Sororitas Sanctorum Guard is the new Sisters of Battle box. And we'll just go through the list here. Morvenn Vahl was never content with helming the Sisters of Battle from the safety of Holy Terra, and this battle force puts her at the head of the suitably zealous force of Crusading Sororitas. Out to punish those on the God Emperor's naughty list, backing her up are 6 mighty Paragon Warsuits, 5 elite Celestian Sacresants with unbreakable shields. No Sororitas force is complete without a Battle Sister squad. It can be also built as a Celestians or Dominions, or holding the line while Warsuited Battle Nuns unleash hell. So right off the bat, nice looking box set right here. Really like the fact that Morvenn Vahl is in it. Obviously everybody's taking at least 3 Paragon Warsuits these days, and everybody's going to need a Battle Sister squad as well. The Sacresants are pretty good. They're really, really nice models. You could argue with Armor of Contempt that they lost a little bit of their luster, but overall I have to say this is a really nice box set. It's very easy to put 2 squads of Paragons in your army. They're really, really good units. Obviously, they are a little bit pricey if you take them all with multi-meltas. But the actual breakdown on these, so Morvenn Vahl is $60. Each of the 3 Paragon Warsuit squads are $70 each. And then we see the Sacresants are $60 for 5, and the Battle Sisters are $60 for 5. And that gives us a total of $320. So assuming a $200 retail price, this is a 37.5% discount, 37.5% off. So phenomenal deal over MSRP. And again, a nice force, more of an expansion force. I don't think this is necessarily the best starting force, but it's not bad. And the only reason I say it's not the best starting force is it has a lot of expensive units in it, in the Paragon Warsuits and Morvenn Vahl and the Sacresants, and not a ton of troops. You're probably going to want to have a little more of a core force to this, but really, really nice army. With some minimal expansion, you could have a nice, reliable, playable army. So very big fan of this set, and again, nice savings at 37.5% discount. Alright, so next we have the Adeptus Custodes, the Watchers of the Gate. The Adeptus Custodes are the most magnificent of the Emperor's warriors, sworn to protect the throne world from rebels, invaders, and anyone looking to open their presence early. The battle force puts peerless Captain General Trajann Valoris at the head of the powerful cadre uprising. This battle force puts the peerless Captain General Trajann Valoris at the head of the powerful cadre comprising 3 Vertus Praetors on Dawn Eagle jet bikes, which you can also build a shield captain, and 3 Indomitable Allarus Custodians, which can also build a shield captain and Vertus Praetor. The bulk of this unbreakable force is made up of 15 Custodian Guard, which also have options to build shield captains and Vertus Praetors. Alright, so I do like this set here. It has a lot of guard, which is definitely a good thing, and it doesn't go too hard on the Terminators. You know, bikes, 3 bikes is always good. More is probably better. But most importantly, it doesn't have any of the Sisters of Silence in it, which I really like because you do get 10 of them in the starter box. So, in my opinion, this is a nice set overall. A lot of armies don't take 15 guard. You could argue there's some different stuff here. But one thing that's nice about the guard, one thing that's nice about all the squads is that you can always build either a Vexilla or a shield captain out of them. Now, the issue with having only 3 bikes or 3 Terminators is it does kind of limit your choices. But overall, I really like this set. I think it's a good breakdown. So Trajann is 42 bucks. The Allarus Terminators are 55. The Praetors are 60. And then each of the 3 guard squads is 60 as well. And that comes out to a total of $337. So this is one of the biggest sets as far as dollars in this set. So if it does come in at 200, which is what we're expecting, we're talking about a 40.5% discount. So over 40% off for this box set. Nice core force. Definitely a fan of it. Obviously, the Custodes aren't the best in the meta right now. And a lot of their strength does come from, you know, the Forge World stuff, the big tanks, the dreadnoughts, etc. But this is a nice force. And, you know, your Custodian Guard never going to go out of style. I think this is a good setup, and it's definitely a great value at 337 or 40.5% savings. So next we have the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Elimination Maniple. When it's not enough to simply destroy a foe, the Elimination Maniples of the Adeptus Mechanicus sally forth from the Mars to obliterate them entirely. This force is commanded under the watchful eyes, sensors, arrays, and all-purpose Nusferics of Belisarius Cawl. It also contains a pair of deadly Castellan robots and their Cybernetica Datasmith handler, 6 Cataphren destroyers or breachers, and can be armed with a variety of heinous weapons, and a unit of Skitarii Vanguard, which can be built as Skitarii Rangers. Alright, so the official breakdown on this one. So we have the Castellans, $80 for the robots and their Datasmith. Then the Rangers, $50 for those, and they can obviously be built alternatively as Vanguards. And then we have the Cataphrons, 2 sets of those, $60 per set. And then we, of course, have Belisarius Cawl. And that comes in at a total of $310 total, which is, with a $200 price tag, a 34.5% discount. So a little on the lighter side compared to some of the other box sets, but still a nice deal. Again, it includes Cawl, which is really good. You're always going to want to have some Rangers or Vanguards. The robots are nice. The Cataphrons are a little expensive points-wise, but hit extremely hard. So overall, nice setup right here. It's got good diversity in it. It's not overly redundant. And with a 34.5% discount, gotta say it's a nice looking set right here. And then next we have onto the Imperial Knights, the Chainbreaker Lance. Dubbed Chainbreaker for freeing countless slaves from the Iron Warriors, rather than his hatred for Christmas decorations, the Imperial Knight Sir Hecator leads a devastating lance of noble war machines across the galaxy. The Chainbreaker Lance is led by a Knight Preceptor Canis Rex, which can also be built as any of the other Quaestorus class knights, which comes with a pilot. Mentoring Swift Scout Knights known as Armigers, the battle force includes 2 ranged Helverins and 2 close-range Warglaives, piloted by lower-ranking nobles. So for the Chainbreaker Lance, again, very cool. It does come with the special character Canis Rex. Alternatively, you can build that as any other one of the knights that uses that chassis. So literally any of the other knights that look like him, you can swap out any of the weapons, choose any of the other ones. So that is one really nice thing about the kit, is that you have the ability to build whatever you want, not just Canis Rex. And then as far as the Armigers are concerned, it sounds like you're only going to get the weapons to equip each of the 4 Armigers 2 and 2 a certain way. So it sounds like you're only going to get 4 of the autocannons to make your shooty Armigers, and it sounds like you're only going to get 2 of the chain blades and 2 of the lances. So it's not going to be like the box set where you buy 2 Armigers and then you can build them however you want. It's going to be 2 and 2 in this, how they used to be basically. And then also with the character, the actual breakdown on these, the Warden is 170 for any of the Big Knight kits, and the Armiger kits are normally 85 a piece. Again, it's going to be a little something missing from the kits because you're not going to have the options. It doesn't look like for all the weapons. So if we still count them as 85 and 85, it comes up to $340 in value, which assuming a $200 price tag is 41% discount. So a really nice discount. Arguably though, we should take away, 10 or 15 bucks for each of the box sets because they don't come with both of the sets of weapons. So you could argue that this is closer to like a 35% discount, etc. But overall, really nice setup. This is pretty much half of an army of Imperial Knights. You see oftentimes one big knight and then somewhere around, 7 to 12 of the smaller knights, depending on what you've chosen. Somewhere around there, roughly. So this is a nice force for knights. Really nice setup right here. Definitely a fan, and some nice savings as well. Very impressed by the Christmas boxes so far. Now on to the Death Guard. So we have the Council of the Death Lord. Mortarion, Demon Primarch of Nurgle, relishes every opportunity to spread seasonal sniffles on the battlefield. A battle force of bloated retainers follow in his fated wake. 5 Blightlord Terminators present an immovable block of ancient and diseased Terminator armor, while 14 Plague Marines march with unstoppable purpose and an arsenal of special weapons. So really cool that we see a Primarch in one of these box sets. We have never seen that before. So we have Mortarion, the Primarch of the Death Guard, $160 kit. Then we see the Blightlord Terminators, 5 of those for $60. And then we see 2 squads of 7 Plague Marines, $55 per squad, for a total of $330 MSRP, which would give you, with the $200 price tag, a 39.5% discount. So about a 40% discount on this, including the Primarch. Really nice setup right here. I love that it's not jam full of Poxwalkers. It's pretty much what I would say is the best build that you could get. Really nice overall. You include Mortarion, you give him some tough Terminators. Arguably, you might want the 3 Death Shroud bodyguards instead of the Blightlord Terminators. But that's just nitpicking. Overall, I think this is a nice setup. Nice starting army, and then also expansion if you were just doing something like the box set. And again, I love that this isn't jam full of Poxwalkers, because if you already bought the Combat Patrol, this can still go along with it nicely without being too redundant. So really nice setup right here, and good discount at 39.5%. And then on to the Thousand Suns. So again, we see a Primarch. We see another big chunky character model. Very, very nice here. So these are called the Court of the Crimson King. If the limitless possibilities and arcane mysteries of a secret Santa are more for your liking, look no further than Tzeentch's Little Helper. Magnus the Red leads a battle force of sorceress might, accompanied by 3 exalted sorcerers, wicked arcanists who have stalked the galaxy since before the Horus Heresy. Ahead of them are 20 Rubric Marines, living husks of power armor enchanted with infernal warp fire. And again, really nice set right here. I absolutely love that there are 0 Zangors in this set, and there are 20 Rubric Marines. Rubric Marines have been either missing completely or just in very, very sparse numbers from all the box sets lately for Thousand Suns over the last couple of years, and Zangors have just been packed into them. So to see 20 Rubric Marines and 0 Zangors, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And this set is Magnus, $160 retail. 3 Exalted Sorcerers. We see them kind of like around here. So we see one down here floating, one right here, and one right here. You have the ability to put them on discs. Nice assistant models for your army. Very cool models as well. And then we see Rubrics times 10 and Rubrics times 10. So 160 for Magnus, 60 for the 3 Exalted Sorcerers total, 60 bucks for the Rubrics, and another 60 for Rubrics. 340 total. And at $340 total with a $200 price tag, that is a 41% discount. Arguably the highest discount from anything, because it was tied with the Knights, and the Knights were missing a couple of sprues. So I have to say this is the overall best box as far as discount and probably composition as well. And if you're going to face off all these boxes against each other, this box might actually be the one that wins as well. So very, very strong box. Very cool. Nice breakdown here. I like it. And next we have the Imperial Fists, the Bastion Strike Force. The unyielding Imperial Fists have mustered an immovable block of yellow commanded by Tor Garadon, the chapter's longest-serving battle company captain. The battle force features 3 Primaris aggressors walking Fortress of Ceramite, the 15 heavy intercessors clad in impervious grav armor. You'll also get a set of Imperial Fists, Primaris upgrades, and transfers to mark your force as the true sons of Dorn. Alright, so the breakdown on these Imperial Fists, we have Tor Garadon, $42. We have the Aggressors, $55. We have 3 sets of Heavy Intercessors, $65 per set for $195 total. And then a group of upgrade sprues and transfers, $27 for those. So we have a total of $319 for this set with a retail of $200. That's a 37.5% discount, 37.5% discount. So real nice discount. Very thematic force right here. And then on to the last one, we have the Raven Guard, Raven Strike Battle Force. So the Raven Guard favored lightning strikes and therefore make extensive use of the streamlined full boss armor, perfect for grabbing the last turkey and making a swift getaway. Chapter Master Kaiban Shrike leads the strike force to the front, supported by Librarian and full boss armor. They're joined by 10 Primaris Reavers, 2 Invictor Tactical Warsuits, and 3 Eliminators for good measure. This set also contains 3 Raven Guard transfer sheets for that custom touch. So worth noting, it says transfer sheets, not upgrades. So you're not getting the full upgrades with this set. So you have Shrike there in the middle for $42. You have 10 Reavers, which is $60. 3 Eliminators for $55. A Librarian at $38. And then 2 Invictor Tactical Warsuits, $65 a piece, for a total MSRP of $325, which is a 38.5% savings over retail. So again, another nice box. Raven Guard, not particularly popular right now. Also, this doesn't come with any of the upgrade sprues, which was worth note. Obviously, it comes with your transfers, but no upgrade sprues, none of the cool shoulder pads or bits or anything like that. But $325 retail for 38.5% savings. So really nice box sets there. Let's check out the wrap up and I'll give my final thoughts. Make sure you're picking up a big enough stocking so Santa gets the hint. Otherwise, you could let your friends and family know which you'd fancy or write a letter to the Red Gobbo. You could even buy an official Red Gobbo t-shirt or hoodie to carry favor with him. So we have the Raven Strike Battle Force. Not bad. We have the Imperial Fists Battle Force. Again, not bad. Those are probably the worst two. And then we see the Court of the Crimson King, arguably one of the strongest, best composition to build an army and then also play the game. Council of the Death Lord, very good as well. Love that they're putting Primarchs and special characters in all these. And then we see the Chainbreaker Lance, really nice setup right here for the army if you're wanting to build some Imperial Knights. Then we see the Eliminator Maniple, Adeptus Mechanicus. It's not bad right here. Not bad. Definitely has the shooting. And then the Watchers of the Gate for the Adeptus Custodes. Nice box set right here. Good competition. I like that it's not too redundant. Arguably could have gone 2 squads of the Custodian Guards and 2 squads of the bikes. It wouldn't have changed the value in the box set at all, but I think having 6 bikes would have given you a little more options for a bike captain, etc., and still be able to field a squad. And then for the Sisters, again, a little heavy on the Nundum action right here, but not a bad setup. Pretty nice overall. All of these boxes are great value as well, which is huge. Obviously, compared to MSRP, getting anywhere near 40% off is always nice, and typically very limited as to what's included, because we typically only see discounts like that with the Battle Force boxes, where they're like, we typically only see that with the army boxes where there's 2 smaller forces fighting against each other, where we'll see discounts around that range. Or a lot of the combat patrol boxes have discounts like that as well. But again, you're limited to what comes in those sets as to what you can get and what you can get a discount on. With this, you have a lot of the key models, a lot of strong models, and starting forces. Big fan of these box sets. If you did enjoy today's breakdown, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Let me know which of these box sets you're interested in or which ones you'll definitely be picking up. Always like to hear from the community. And as always, if you enjoy these daily reactions, reviews, and news, or you haven't checked out the painting, modeling, conversion tutorials, there's tons in the playlist. Make sure to check those out. We do videos every single day, reactions, reviews, news, painting, modeling, conversion tutorials for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, and Horus Heresy. There'll be another video like this coming for the Sigmar stuff as well. If you did enjoy the breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. It's absolutely free. But that is it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man. And let me know what you're interested in. And I'm out of here.